Use highlighters like this. Really cute. It's kind of giving me Jill Shorts vibes. A cheaper price. You don't need to buy the stuff to get a free gift. Am I the only one who don't really like that same packaging kind of deal? Hey girly girls, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sylvia and today we'll be looking at some new Kbeauty and Cbeauty, and I'm gonna de-influence you and also rank them together. Let's hang out and let's get started. It's been a while since I did this, and honestly speaking, I was trying to look online for like new beauty products or like things that were interesting, but honestly I could not really find a lot of interesting things. I feel like a lot of brands was like coming out with a lot of stuff all at once, and then now it's like kind of quiet. Is it just me who think that, or maybe my algorithm is changing and it's like getting a bit harder for me to look for new stuff? Before that, I'm using the new Tier cushion today. This is the orange one and it looks really good. My face looks really nice. And in terms of oxidization, I think it's definitely better than the red one, and I had to buy shade 17N, and I'm usually a 21. YesStyle actually sent this to me and I was testing it out. I was kind of worried because I couldn't choose my shade and they were going to send me a 21, and I was really scared that I was going to oxidize and turn dark. But look at this color match, it looks great. And like the oxidization, yes, it's there, but it's barely noticeable. It's not really that bad. The coverage is also supposed to be more than the red one but less than the pink one. I have both the red and pink one, but I don't have it with me here at the moment. It's in my house in Canada, but so far I've been loving it, and I've made a review talking about this. It should be out, or if it's not out yet, it's coming out soon. And I recently posted a video about unboxing this Fuette blush palette, and because I want to use it today, I haven't really used it yet. I'm going to be doing a cool tone Muut look so I can use this palette together. Let's get started with the first product, and I'm going to be talking about the Kbeauty first before the Cbeauty. This one are the new eyeshadow palettes by Amuse. The packaging is really cute. It's kind of giving me Jill Shorts vibes, that Japanese makeup brand, but the fact that it only has 5 shades I guess is good for everyday makeup. But honestly, these colors are not new, and we've seen these colors over again and again. It's giving me the same like pocket eyeshadow Fuette concept with like 5 colors in a small palette, and I'm not really into it. I don't gravitate to this. I feel like all of us already have shades like this and don't really need more. Sometimes I like look at a small palette and I'm just like, wow, that's really convenient for like traveling and stuff, but honestly I don't think I'm bringing my palettes around that often, and even if I do, I feel like I still go back to like my palettes that I love and want to bring on my holiday. I feel like the size doesn't really matter. I have to say I haven't really tried any of the Amuse eyeshadows, but so far I've tried their lip tints and their cushion foundation, and they're both really good. I feel like quality wise it's not bad, but at the same time I feel like Amuse's prices are kind of expensive. So unless you're looking for a basic palette, I don't really think you guys need this. And if you also Cbeauty, I feel like you can find something really similar in a much more affordable price. So don't get this. I don't think it's worth it. It's cute, but at what cost? There are literally other Cbeauty palettes that are coming out with the same colors for a lot cheaper. Pass. You don't need this. I'm gonna put it at D tier because it's kind of cute, but seriously I don't think anyone needs this. Next is a brand I haven't really talked about on this channel yet, is Joocyee, and I feel like the prices are quite expensive, but they do come out with quality things. They have a collaboration with this sunglasses brand called Muut. I've never really heard of it. I think the whole concept is really cute because they kind of created products that match the sunglasses, and the packaging and all looks really cool. There's like a tint on the packaging, so when you like close the the eyeshadow colors, it kind of shifts the color a bit, so it looks kind of different in that sense. And the whole packaging of all the products for each sunglasses look really cohesive. I'll give them that. It looks really nice. Just looking at all these makes me want to have it, makes me feel like, wow, I'll look like an it girl. But if you look at it, they're really just sunglasses, and I'm pretty sure all of us already have a pair of sunglasses. Even if you don't, I have a feeling that these sunglasses won't be really cheap, and you can honestly get a good pair of UV protected UV protection sunglasses from Uniqlo for maybe $20 or something like that. Do you really need designer glasses? I think not. But I'm not gonna hate on it too much because the color story is really cute, and I've been digging their cushion foundation. Also the blushes, I feel like a lot of people are coming out with this kind of formula, same as the Fuette one is more like a squishy formula. I don't really know how to explain it, but like when you press on it, it moves, and I think that is kind of like the new rave, the new hype. I feel like a lot of brands are coming out with that. Am I really excited for this collaboration? Not really. And the color is honestly not really what I'm gravitating towards. If you really like this, it's all right. I'll put it in a C tier because it's interesting and they have different color concepts, but I wouldn't say you need to get them. It's not that crazy. Next is something from Too Cool for School, and this is their more affordable line called Tag. Honestly, I haven't really tried anything from them, but I know that they came out with a bunch of stuff from Daiso, which is kind of like a dollar store from Japan, but they also have branches in Korea that sells makeup. And so these are definitely targeted at a more affordable price, and they have a Care Bear collection. This collection is pretty cute, not gonna lie. I think the highlighters look super adorable with the bears, but honestly speaking, do you guys still use highlighters like this? Because I have stopped gravitating towards using any highlighters like that, which are shimmery. It's just not my thing. And see, those blushes have the same consistency again as like this Fuette one. I just feel like a lot of brands are just coming out with them. I feel like if you want to try, sure, you can get like one or two, but let's see how it works first when I try this later on. And for me, the lippies personally, they're kind of bright. The packaging honestly isn't anything special. I think the only thing that's special is the highlighters. I don't think you really need all of this. It's nothing really exciting. I feel like if you only want to try the formulation, sure, go for it, but other than that, it's an okay collaboration. I don't really have much to say about this either. Plus, if you really want a Care Bear like pouch, you can just go to like a store or just look online for Care Bear pouch. You don't have to purposely buy this whole collection to get that free gift, because sometimes it really is a scam, like these free gifts. You can just buy them yourself. Let me give you an example. I love Butter Bear, and this company, there's so many stuff coming out with the Butter Bears. This company make fans, and their fans are not really that affordable. They came out with a Butter Bear fan, and I was gagging because it's so cute. But I already have fans, handheld fans that I can like bring around. Do I need any more fans? No. But do I want this Butter Bear edition, limited edition fan? Yes, I do, but I do not need it. I do not need it, and it's like they come with all these like other free gifts, and I'm just like, oh my god, it's so cute. I want a Butter Bear lanyard, I want a Butter Bear whatever. But honestly, I can buy that Butter Bear lanyard for maybe $5 or something online, and I don't need to buy that set to get that lanyard. Sometimes you need to think. I know it's hard because I get so blindsided by all these free gifts, but really think about it. You can just, if you really want that free gift, you can just find something similar online and just get it at such a cheaper price. You don't need to buy the stuff to get a free gift. Am I right? Okay, am I crazy for thinking that? Next two things are actually some Thai brands that I want to go really quickly because I saw this on Xiaohongshu and thought it was pretty interesting. The first one is by a brand called Love Potion, and they came out with a renewed packaging, as well as, I don't know if they changed the formula, but packaging was changed, and they have like a promo going on. The colors look really pretty, but I looked up their official like accounts and stuff. They seem really popular in Thailand, but it seems like they only have a couple of products. I only saw like a cream and this lip oil and like a perfume or something. I feel like they're not really a makeup brand. I don't really know what they are. I've only done a bit of research on this because I was looking just for new product. But the whole like free keychain thing, oh my god, this whole blind box craze is getting a bit crazy. Personally, I think it's really fun if it like comes with the product itself. It's like a little extra surprise with your gift. But if you're just going to buy like a makeup product that is just a blind box, I don't know how I feel about that. I also feel like this blind box thing has been really popular in Japan. I think I'm a bit jaded because there's just so many lucky boxes, and they have it's called Kuji, and you basically pick up a number and then you see what prize you get. I feel like, and there's also a lot of gacha, the gachapon, and I visited every week for funsies to just look at the new stuff. But I feel like I'm really jaded in that sense, where I am so used to looking at all these mini gambling stuff that the thrill is kind of gone. I feel like it's a good marketing idea, but definitely interested in the lip oil though, because the colors look really pretty. They have bright colors and like more muted ones. And I definitely want to try more Southeast Asian brands, Thai brands. Check this out. Another Thai brand that I know I've seen for years actually. When I was living in Malaysia, I saw this when I was a lot younger. Cathy Dolls. You can always find them in the drugstore. I just wanted to show you this like bubblegum, I don't know, lip balm. It looks super cute. The packaging is really cute, but it also does look pretty cheap. I feel like this is more for the gimmick instead of the actual product itself. But who can hate on this? The whole packaging is super cute. I don't know where I put this because I feel like I would buy it just for the packaging and not actually use the product. So I'm gonna just put it in a D tier for the gummy bear one, and for the lip oil I'll put it in B tier because I do want to try more products from Thailand. Let me know if you know any more Southeast Asian brands that you love, because I feel like a lot of Southeast Asian brands are popping up these days and I'm definitely interested. Next is this brand I haven't heard in a while. It's Florette, and I have a bunch of stuff from them that I really like, but honestly speaking I haven't really bought anything from them ever since they are not available in Canada on the YesStyle store, because their actual store I feel like they marked up the price a lot. It just kind of turned me off from buying it. These packaging of these lippies look really cute. It looks like a glossy formula with like kind of low saturation, almost kind of like sheer-ish. I don't mind these kind of formulas, but honestly speaking, for me, a lot of stick or like lipstick, traditional lipstick formula is not my favorite. That's just my personal preference, because I feel like every time I put it on my lips, it always feels like there's something on my lips, which I really hate that feeling. I don't really gravitate towards these kind of formulas. I much prefer the liquid kind of lip, whether it's a tint or whatever. I prefer that doe foot applicator. Maybe it's just a personal preference, but I just really don't like these traditional lipstick formulas. Also, I'm kind of done with like most of my makeup. I'm just gonna do my eye makeup and come back to you real quick. I don't know about you guys, but I've been really digging the no eyeliner look, and I just have like some falsies on. I think it looks super pretty. Moving on, Going back to those Florette lippies, I think personally I feel like the formula is not really my favorite, but maybe it would be like, it would change because it kind of depends on the lippy, right? But I just feel like no matter what, every time I buy a lippy that is kind of like in the more traditional lipstick form, I always end up not really liking it. I guess it's just a personal preference, but these colors do look very pretty. And if you're not shopping on the official Florette site, their items are really affordable. So I'm interested in this, but not crazy interested, so I'll put it in a B tier. What do you guys think? They're also coming up with this new butterfly lip gloss. These ones I definitely gravitate towards more because I just prefer these kind of formulas. The colors look similar to the ones that we previously saw in the little tube where it's more like glossy and sheer. I definitely am gravitating towards these ones more. The colors are also really pretty, and I feel like if you're a muted girly, you definitely should try out all of these sheer lipsticks because I feel like they look so much better than the super pigmented ones. They look so much better. I'm gonna put the butterfly one on an A tier because I kind of want to try the formula, but I'll put the lippy one B tier. They both look really pretty and I do want to try them, but like not super crazy try them. The next item on the list, I don't think this is really new, but I haven't really covered it in the past. This is the Joocyee dual blush. So one is a highlighter and one's kind of like the blush color, and they have two different types. There are both the glossy ones and there are one that is more matte. I am definitely leaning towards the glossy ones. They look absolutely beautiful. I haven't really tried a lot of brightening cream, what is it, concealers. This is kind of just like a brightening, I guess it's a concealer. You know how I love the powder matte concealer. I've never tried a cream version. I think I have once, the Judydoll one, but I've only used it a couple of times. I want to give it another chance. This one looks really interesting, I'm not gonna lie. The color looks very beautiful and it looks like it almost melts with your body heat just touching that formula. All of these swatches, these girlies and xiaohongshu, all the pictures, they look so glistening and melts like butter. I'm really curious to see what kind of like formula this is, and I really do want to try out those brightening cream instead. I've always been using the matte ones, but I really want to try out this cream formula. This blush looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to put this in S tier. I really want to try it. Let me know if you guys want to try it. I haven't really seen any kind of brand come out with this kind of blushes with their brightening cream. Oh, yes, they look so good. I'm interrupting myself right here, not because we have a sponsor, we don't have that yet, but please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me a lot and I really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button right now if you're not. Thank you. The next item is not really an item, it's more of like a set item, and this is by the brand Girl Crush. In terms of Cbeauty, I wouldn't say they're the most affordable. Their price range is kind of mid-range. They seem really popular. They came out with this summer launch. Everything is yellow. It looks really cute. There's lip products, liquid, like cream blushes, and I don't really know what this is. I think like a concealer or something. One's kind of like a, how do I describe this color? It's like a yellowish but grayish darkish color, but I guess you can cover up dark spots on your face. I haven't actually used anything like that. I don't actually have a lot of experience with concealing because of my monolids. I'm not gonna like jinx myself, but over here I don't really need that much concealing. And the packaging is, it reminds me of the Laneige one that became popular, but this one with a metal doe foot applicator. The colors look really pretty, and I think overall it's a really cute collection, but my biggest bone to pick with this is why is everything just one color? I feel like you can have, yes, the one color, but for the lippies or the cheeks, they could like mix it with the actual shade the actual shade on the packaging itself with the yellow plus the packaging. Is it that difficult for them to just add a little bit of color other than like the same packaging for everything? Because if I have the whole collection, I'm gonna be so annoyed just rummaging around my drawer looking for the shade that I want. And that's one of my biggest issues with some of these products, where they have the same packaging and you can't really see the color of the other product. It's really frustrating. Am I the only one who don't really like that same packaging kind of deal? I prefer when the color of the products is actually shown, so it's easy for me to identify what this shade actually is, and I can do my makeup, especially if it's in the morning and you like doing your makeup early in the morning. Dude, it's gonna be so annoying to like look through. I would not want to look through. I would not even reach for that product because I know I have to take extra steps to make sure I'm looking, I have the right shade. You know what I mean? But if I'm being honest, this collection is cute, it's alright. I haven't really tried anything from Girl Crush, so I am interested in trying some stuff from them so I know what they're like. But at the same time, the colors are all okay. I'm not, you know, it's all right. I wouldn't say it's anything special. I'm gonna give this a D tier. Before we move on to the next product, I'm gonna be using the Fuette blush, and this is in the number 4 Grape and Berry. So I'm gonna try this color out on one side of my face. It's actually crazy small. I'm using the FlowerKnow brush, and this brush is really tiny. The fact that I can't even like cover this whole brush in this palette says something. It's really small. I guess it's great for traveling, but honestly it's really small. Let me clean my brush a bit. I'm just gonna use my fingers. So it looks like this. I feel like it applies a lot better with my fingers than the actual brush. Just rubbing it is actually impossible. I scraped a bit out. Oh my god, I hate this. I hate my life. But luckily it is that formula, when you press it bends, so it's that like kind of creamy formula. There, here, I fixed it. It's better if you apply it with your fingers, I think. I'm just gonna tap it on. The camera is not really picking it up, but it's very purple in real life. This side is really purple in real life. A little bit too purple in my opinion. Wow, it's not picking up at all in the camera. Did I lift my foundation? I don't think so. It looks pretty even. Here, I'll try a different shade to layer on. I don't know if it's the light. Can you see the difference? It looks really subtle on the camera, but in real life it's giving off this really nice purplish blush. Definitely would recommend you to use your fingers. It doesn't look like it's lifting my foundation. It's overall not bad. It just takes some time to kind of apply on your face because you have to do it with your fingers, and I feel like if I dab it on too much, my foundation would like lift. I'm using a really light finger and just tapping it on. I'm trying to put like a lot more product just so you guys can see, but I feel like this is not really that obvious on the camera what I'm looking at right now, but in real life it does look really natural. I can now see why this is really small, because it comes with a formula that you can use your hands to apply on your face. Personally, I don't think I'll bring around a blush, just because sometimes I'll just use whatever lipstick I have and just put it on my face and like blend it out if my blush goes away. But I can kind of see the idea that it's coming from, because it is a lot easier to use. You don't really have to use a separate applicator, and you can use your fingers to kind of apply on your face. The formula itself is creamy but in a matte way. It's like a cream but it turns to a matte kind of moussey texture. The color payoff is buildable, but I feel like it's a very cool tone of purplish blush. In terms of the color, I feel like there's not much difference to it. The more you put, or like the colors that you're mixing, it kind of just turns into this purplish color no matter what you kind of do. Even if you mix the colors all together, I have to say it's actually pretty natural. You can get a bit like heavy-handed on this, but I wouldn't say it's crazy. It blends really nicely. I feel like it's not bad. I don't really hate on this. I don't think I'll purchase another one of these palettes because while the formula is really creamy, I feel like the color payoff isn't really that strong. And I know while it's beautiful, I wouldn't say it's that amazing. Whereas I can, oh no, I scratched this other one. Where I can buy a couple of these and be really happy. This kind of formula, also, see, I can rub it back in. It kind of reminds me of the Fuette one, but it's not as creamy. It's creamy at the same time. The color payoff is just so much more brighter and more saturated. I know even I don't really like super saturated stuff, but this one is a bit too light. It's not even showing up that much on the camera. I have a lot on this side of my face in real life, but this one you can use a brush, you can use a finger, and it kind of looks the same. For the price of this, I could get like a couple of these and still be happy. Definitely I would prefer the Juicy Pang one. This is the only one that kind of reminds me of this at the moment, so I'll definitely pick the Epi one over this one. Also, after recording this whole video, I really felt like this cool blending palette was not suitable for the blush color itself. If you're looking to buy this number 4 Fuette blush palette, honestly I would recommend you go for the Dusty light lavender or something similar to this kind of color palette, which is more like a lightish lavender color, because I feel like it matches this kind of look more. It's kind of like a brighter, lighter purplish pink blush. Is definitely not as mute as I thought it was going to be, so it's definitely more of like a light cool kind of color instead of a mute color, if I'm being honest. The last product before I call it a day, this one is also not very new, but I stumbled upon it on Xiaohongshu and I was like, wait, I haven't seen this before, maybe it just released or whatever. But this is a concealer palette, and similarly to that blush, that like highlighting thing, I was really interested because the formula of this, I have one of their concealing palettes before, but the formulation is definitely not as creamy looking as this, because every picture I saw or video I saw of this product, it also looks like it melts like butter with your skin, and just looking at it makes me really want to try this. There are 3 different shades. Unfortunately, I feel like if you are only use it if you're kind of like an East Asian sort of shade, but average looks really high, and I don't know, it's a cream, but when people touch it, it looks kind of liquidy. This formula is actually crazy, and the coverage is also so crazy. I'm a bit, what? I'm putting this on my S tier list. I really want to know how it is and really want to try it out. Also, the Judydoll like face powder, the waterproof one, I've been really want to try out as well. Now that like I saw this concealer palette, I'm also like, oh my god, gagged. It looks so good. What do you guys think? Are you also just as curious as I am? Genuinely so cool. I haven't really tried a lot of cream formula stuff, but I feel like the texture, if it's gonna look like it'll melt on your skin and looks like it melts like butter, sign me up. I want to try that. also just peek my lip gloss. It looks so good. I just can't stop staring at it. Today, honestly, it's not that much product, so I hope you still enjoy hanging out with me. There hasn't really been any new releases that really caught my eye, but there are some like old stuff I haven't really shown you guys, and those caught my eye. I hope it kind of caught your eye too. And thank you so much for supporting me and hanging with me today. I hope you also had a good time. Please remember to subscribe. That really helps me and motivates me to continue posting for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and follow for more girly beauty.